Hello my friends, this is Wakeangel2K1, and remember how I just uploaded a video of a commission I made for Zeus the Fox? Well, coincidentally, this is just around the time when some stuff that he was sending me was about to arrive. So, we're gonna do a couple of videos reviewing toys that are not yet available in New York but came out halfway across the country where he lives, so he sent them to me. We are going to start with, okay, admittedly this did kind of come out, but it's the unposed Sonic figure, which comes in the Flying Battery Zone playset. I didn't buy the playset because, you know, playsets are big and I don't have room for all of them. And the Rhino badnik, because the Rhino badnik is something that you get by buying the upgrade kit for the Flying Battery Zone playset. So I didn't want to get the upgrade kit because I didn't get the playset itself. So Zach, Zeus the Fox, who did buy the playset, like he sent me parts from it. I think he doubled up, so you know he's all good. Okay, so let's get right into this. First, let's talk about the Rhino badnik because it is something that's completely new. It comes with a stand that's similar to what Motobug has, but I believe this curve is supposed to support this and prevent it from falling forward. But even when you think it's plush, yeah, like they needed to make this a sharper angle or maybe give us a second peg because the weight of the Rhino's head pushes it towards the ground. I mean, it looks fine because like now it's charging with a spike going forward, but I think if you wanted it to be like this, like you needed to have something to support it a little more than just that. Of course, you can unpeg the base entirely, and the wheel rolls. The wheel rolls very well, in fact. Let me see if I can get this guy to doot-de-doo. Yes! Look at that. Oh, yeah. There is more articulation than just that wheel. The ears, they wiggle. It gets the wiggly ears. Yeah. Woo! And that's it. Spinning wheel, wobbly ears. Bringing in the original one-wheeled badnik for comparison. This is basically the size of a Motobug. Yep, works very well for Motobug. I mean, that is what the Rhino badnik was supposed to do. It was basically like Sonic and Knuckles' version of the Motobug. Yeah, this wasn't Sonic and Knuckles, right? Not Sonic 3? I don't know, I'm having a hard time keeping all my classic Genesis games together, especially because I actually haven't played Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles as two separate games since I was a little kid. I always lock them together and play the combo set, so it's hard to remember how it goes. But yeah, it's very simple, very nicely detailed, and unlike the Motobug, it doesn't have a bunch of screw holes on one side. It's nice and smooth from both sides. So yeah, that's really cool. I like that there's no good side to this. All of its sides are good sides. So yeah, it's a very simple little thing. It's basically just a shell on a wheel. Quite frankly, I probably could have made something like this myself, but you know, it's good to know that there's actually now no. Ooh, look at that! Oh wow, I actually got it to balance. Oh, that's a unicorn right there. Especially because the inspiration for unicorns came from rhinoceroses. But that's cool. I got it to stand. Woo! There we go. So yeah, the Rhino badnik is really cool. It's very simple, but also nice for what it is. It doesn't really have to be anything super complex, but what it is good. Okay, now a lot of people have been wanting this. What's basically a fixed version of classic Sonic. I mean, we all know, like, we've all been mocking the pre-assumed pose of the other Sonic figures, like how his arm articulation is mostly useless because of the way they're posed, and like how he always has like a grimace going on. Like, get another one in ya. I mean, this one, like this arm is on the wrong side for that, but you get the idea. And like he can't even really kick because like his feet are at weird angles, and yeah, like everything that was wrong with this one is now right in this one. They even subtly changed the size of his head. If you look, the original Classic Sonic's head is bigger. It might have been too big. And now this is a much more proportionally sound Classic Sonic. So yeah, like I said, everything that was wrong with previous versions of Classic Sonic are now right in this version. So let's talk about articulation and posability. Unlike the Tomy or Jazzwares figures, he's not really standing super stock straight. Like with his arms bent like this at an angle, he has a bit more of a naturalistic stance to him. So like, he looks more like he's, just idle rather than standing at attention. There's no wrist or ankle swivels, but he does still have universal joints in his shoulders and hips and his neck swivels. And like I said, because of the subtle bend to his arms, he actually is able to look way more natural doing stuff. Not to mention he has holding things hands. You could easily fit the rings or some of the other accessories that come with the other figures and playsets in these hands just fine. So we have a Sonic that, from Jakks Pacific, for the first time, we actually have a really good classic Sonic, which is actually able to take on some more iconic poses. Like, this is basically what classic Sonic should have always been. It's kind of weird that his tail is bent this way, though. Like, why is it pointing straight down like that? It's molded that way. I like, that was an intentional choice. I don't get it. Well, but whatever. It's still very good. In fact, I would say that this even compares favorably to the 4-inch figure. Yeah, I mean, first of all, like, if you look, the arm position is almost exactly the same as the 4-inch figure. So that's a lateral move. But I always criticized this. Like, Sonic's little chin goes all the way to the back of his neck. Like, they forgot how it's supposed to be shaped. But here, his little chin bean is the proper shape that it should be. So that error is fixed. So yeah, not only is this a better version of the 2.5-inch classic Sonic, in terms of the sculpt and paint job, it actually improves even on the larger figure. And that's kind of a boo on this figure, because that's really such an obvious mistake, or even thinking. But, it's good to see them improve when they improve. It's always good to see somebody improving. Improving is good. Improving is always good. And last but not least, I wanted to see how this guy looks in the Tornado. So, because of his articulation, you can get him into a very nice sitting position. And he does indeed fit right there in the cockpit, looking very natural. Yep, he's good enough in the seat that you can hold it upside down. He won't fall out. And it really looks like he's flying the Tornado. So yeah, you could totally have Sonic flying his own plane. And he has peg holes on his feet, so if you want him to do his wind walking thing, he can do that too. So yeah, everything works out great. So this may technically be the movie Tornado, but it is an official Tornado figure and is fully compatible with this classic Sonic figure. I don't have the classic Tails figure, so I can't really see if Tails can sit in the cockpit. But maybe some of you in the comments that do have the classic Tails figure can enlighten me on that fact. So yes, that's my review of the unposed classic Sonic figure and the Rhino Badnik, both of which are very good. I think this guy is available as a single carded release, or at least will be. But this guy, as far as I'm aware, for now, is only available in the playset upgrade. Not the playset itself, but the upgrade kit for it. And that's an unfortunate paywall. Good. It's a good figure on its own, but it's kind of unfortunate that he's paywalled behind a playset. So yeah, take that for what it's worth. This is Wakeangel2K1 signing off.